Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It's an interesting day. It's Monday, February 13th. Some believe worse than Friday the 13th. It's Monday the 13th. It's February 2023. It's 9:18 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. Traditional markets are taking off like a rocket ship to Pluto, but at least the big indexes are. Crypto kind of weak this morning. Let's see how it goes. We'll take it from the top. As always, BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. First thing, I will stick over in the live chat a link to a book I'm going to mention that's just interesting for this moment in history. We'll take that on at the very end. We'll look at some news. All right. BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. Go check it out. Looking at FinViz this morning, Dow, NASDAQ, S&P 500, all looking great. Dow up 0.8%. NASDAQ 1.33%, S&P 500 0.89%. Looking at the S&P 500 this morning, looking at the details, almost all sectors in the green for some reason. Communication services, Google, Disney, I think, is that Disney? Not looking so good this morning. Anyway, energy in the red this morning. They were in the green last week. I guess it's just not their turn this Monday, but in general, things looking good. Tesla down down 1.39%. Meta back in action, 3% up. Apple over 1%. Anyway, it's a nice day in the S&P 500. Unless you're in energy or you're Tesla, you're probably doing pretty good. All right. Now, looking at the big stuff, okay, in the middle here, middle top, dollar strength index, still riding that daily 314 moving average. We'll see which way it goes. So far today, a red candle. We'll see how that holds out. U.S. oil spot, an indecisive green candle. Looking at the S&P 500, definitely a green candle today. Maybe going to get back in that upwards channel that it was in. And once again, will it challenge the 314 moving average this week? Let's see how that goes. Bitcoin, much the same story, but not exactly. Red candle today. Is it going to get the energons and challenge that 314 moving average this week? Will we see a 200 moving average bounce or just more sideways? All right, looking at gold today, red day. Looking at silver today, red day. And silver so far today, having a red candle, has lost the 314 moving average. Commodities getting their asses handed to them hard, just the way the globalists like it. All right, so looking at Bitcoin trading volume explicitly, 8 billion today. That's kind of low for a Monday. We'll see how it rolls. Now, on to the crypto market. As you can see, the crypto market represented in squares, much like many mines are. They're kind of square, you know. BNB, I don't know why, but down point, not point, no, nothing down about it ain't a point. No, BNB today down 9.5%. There must be some news. I have heard that pathetic looks that dude from the, I guess it's the, wherever he's from, that weird dude has been talking smack about stable coins. That could be what it is. Anyway, BNB down 9%, 9.47%. That's heavy duty crap. What is going on this morning? Why is that? I don't know. Really weird. All right. Bitcoin down 1.4%, Ethereum down 3.33%. Definitely an Illuminati call sign right there, you know. Anyway, USDC up 0.06%, SHIB down 5%, Matic down 9%. The market's getting its ass hammered this morning, except for TRX for some reason, which is up 1%. We'll be watching you. You're something's wrong there. Anyway, let's keep looking at the markets. Definitely crypto universe this morning getting ass hammered while traditional market indexes are not doing bad at all. All right, so looking at the this is 15-minute candles here. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of chatter here with longs and shorts getting wrecked. People definitely trying to long this morning. Not happening, getting wrecked. Not seeing a tremendous amount of volume right now. More sell pressure than buy pressure. So anyway, market choppy this morning. People trying to figure out, it's trying to figure out a direction, and people are trying to long and short with leverage to match that direction. All right, now, this was not the case earlier, but now definitely the top exchanges, looking at like the top 20 here, many of them up over 100%. So definitely volume getting going for spot trading volume is definitely exploding right now, but Bitcoin trading volume explicitly is not too high. Let's look at derivatives. 45 billion, up 96% last 24 hours. Not bad at all. 50 billion is a good day. 60 really great. 70 Lambo mode. So anyway, we're definitely seeing an incredible uptick in volume recently. This morning, you can see the 7-day graph here. You can see all these exchanges beginning to really get crazy, which makes me wonder. Let me look one more time at cryptometer.io here, because maybe I should have refreshed that. Yeah, no, still 8.8 billion in trading volume for Bitcoin explicitly. So Bitcoin ain't doing much. All right. As you can see, it's just one of those days for crypto. Traditional market rocking, it is not. All right, Bitcoin coming in at 21,584 this morning. Most of the top 100 are in the red, except for Curve Dow. CRV is in the green, up 5.7%. Convex Finance, whatever that is. CVX, definitely heard of that many times. Don't know what it is, but CVX up 0.67%. Binary X sounds weird. Anyway, Binary X up 13% this morning. BNX. That one's definitely making a move. So we might just look at that before we check out of here. Let's look at BNX. BNX. Who knows? CVX. It's the X ones that are doing really, really well. Oh, Radix, XRD. So cryptos with an X in their name are doing really, really good today. All right, looking at longs versus shorts real quick for Bitcoin on Binance. 62% long, 37% short. You can see it over there at the previous view where a lot of like longs and shorts are getting wrecked. People are definitely trying to long. It seems like they're getting wrecked more than being successful this morning, obviously. For Bitcoin, for Ethereum, we got 61% long, 38% short. So definitely we have a long bias on for Bitcoin and Ethereum on Binance this morning. Looking at Bitcoin, not very exciting this morning. You can see, we'll just look at it here on the 4-hour chart. Let's zoom in. And as you can see, back here, we had this one step up, a while back, and then eventually we pumped, broke out of that. Now we're kind of ranging sideways once again. This is a 4-hour chart. We lost our 200 moving average, so moving average right here. We're underneath that. Looking at the fib levels, are we going to see a 382 bounce around 21,216? Right now, we're below the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart. Don't like seeing that. That definitely is not bullish. No matter how optimistic one might be, that is not a bullish thing. Looking at the squeeze indicator, we're pushing down. Looking at, I will say this, looking at the directional index, you can see in the 4-hour chart, you're beginning to see a positive trend where we are kind of lessening that downwards pressure, but definitely we're just not looking that perky this morning. I'm definitely watching Bitcoin to get a little bit of a pump, get above that 200 moving average once again on the 4-hour chart, or else it's definitely overall, to me, not a very bullish, crypto market at the moment. If that's the case, and that's fine. Either hang out, to the side and wait, or get your shorts going. But right now, Bitcoin sure has given a lot back. It's gotten to the bottom of this range that it's been working for a while. Let's fire something up. I'm going to delete all this nonsense. Boom, we're on a 4-hour chart. Let's fire it up like this. Let's do like this. Let's fire up the Keltners that I have tuned for the 4-hour chart. And if we look, you can definitely see that we got down into that beautiful buy zone below it, really, of the Keltners, and got back up into the mid-range here. So we're not in buy territory nor in sell territory. Definitely, this is an extreme amount of volatility for Bitcoin recently. The Keltners work really, really well on the 4-hour chart. And as you can see, we're just kind of in the middle of nowhere, y'all. We really sort of are. Let's look at a daily chart. You can see here, Keltners work pretty good in this time frame too. Daily, we dipped into that buy zone. Now we're in the middle between buy and sell. Let's get rid of the Keltners here. And the RSI cave. Let's see, ATR cave. Daily chart between the 300 and 314. It's always kind of a crappy place. It's not fun to be between the 200 and the 314 because you kind of want to break above both of them or below both of them, because now you kind of can get this kind of sideways action. And I don't know, the longer you ping back and forth between the 200 and the 314, to me, you're usually trending towards the bearish side there. You kind of got to make a break or not. But this is a big deal. Bitcoin daily chart burst above the 200 moving average, had a great run, hit the 314, wicked above it, got smacked down hard. Okay, so let's see what happens, really. Let's look at the indicators here. Let's bring those back. Yeah, this is the thing. If you look at the daily chart, directional index is definitely given up. Squeeze indicator is definitely given up. Really no great exciting volume for quite a while. So basically Bitcoin's just kind of waning right now. Let's see what happens. It would not surprise me if we actually got a 200 moving average bounce, which is really right around 20K at this point. So if it happens, it happens. We'll just see. Anyway, Bitcoin. Well, there you go. It just ain't an exciting chart. What can I tell you? If we do look at this, yep. I don't have a chart ready with the MACD. I don't feel like searching for it. There's one. Perfect. This one's got the MACD. Yeah. Okay. So daily chart. What's that moving average? Oh, 21 EMA. That's kind of fun. It is above the 21 EMA. That's somewhat positive. Some people do find that to be, especially on the. This is a weekly chart. So 21 EMA on the weekly. Okay, we're still above that. That's kind of a positive sign. You can see when you have breaks above, you tend to have some upwards movement, except for a while back here. Anyway, what I really wanted to see was the daily chart with the MACD. And here's the thing with daily chart MACD, as you can see, we're negative. We're trending negative. The histogram's kind of going a little bit sideways. Maybe it's still growing. Let's see what happens. I'm really wanting to see what happens here on the daily MACD. When that tangent turns positive, it'll probably be a pretty good thing, especially if it turns positive above the heart rate. I call it the heart rate, or the mid-range of the MACD. We start turning positive. That tangent starts turning positive here. That'll be good. 21 EMA. Well, I don't know. I forget what that's even in there anymore. Sorry, I forget what that was even for. It's actually whatever. 21 EMA, for whatever that's worth, we're above it. It does look a little bit more bullish when we're above it than when we're below it. So now we're below it on the daily. So screw it. Forget it. 21 EMA, disregard it. Whatever that thing was for, I forget. It meant something to me at one time. I think it's a 21 weekly EMA that people tend to note, and that's why I had it here in this weekly chart. So we're above it again. Great. How about the MACD? Weekly MACD still positive, but trending towards the negative, as you can see, beginning to wane there. So anyway, how about the 3-day MACD? How's that look? 3-day heading towards the negative cross. Let's see what happens. 3-day 21 EMA, whatever that's worth. It's in the positive. Sorry about that. Golf. A lot of chemtrails recently. Anyways, looking at the 45-minute chart, we lost our 45. We lost our 200 moving average a while back. Trending down, getting kind of sideways. Maybe we're finding some support. How these indicators look? Yeah, not that freaking great. All right. So anyway, 1 hour chart for Bitcoin. Maybe recovering a little bit there. We'll see. Really, the 45-minute and 1 hour, I want to see those get above the 200 moving average and have a move up from there. The market, Bitcoin is just kind of hammered right now. It's not looking too great. 15-minute chart below the 200 moving average. I'm going to put an alert in to get above the 200 moving average on the 15-minute chart, and I might just do some work around the house until it recovers, because I know some alts are really going to move, and that's totally fine. Definitely good to get in those. I mean, I'm watching those too, but overall, we're going to see a bit of a bearish market until Bitcoin gets a little bit in a better mood. Anyway, squeeze indicator showing some positive trend up, directional index showing some positive trend up here on the 15-minute chart. So let's see what happens. I would love to see a little bit of a BART action right here. Boom, close that pattern, get above the 200 moving average on the 15-minute chart, get back into some sweet ass trades. Anyway, but regardless, you can always short. I'm not quite convinced I want to short right now. Unless I'm just out, waiting to see a direction for Bitcoin. And other than that, alts are going to scream. I think you're going to see, especially if Bitcoin gets above the 15-minute 200 moving average and gets sideways. Even just that alone, I think will make a big move for alts. And even if Bitcoin begins to move up today a substantial amount, like how many percentage ons is that between now and 200 moving average? That's like 1.5%. So especially if Bitcoin even just starts to get a little bit of a move and find support above that, if Bitcoin moves at all today, I think you'll see some alts just freaking rock. So anyway, with that said, Lun C, one that I'm watching here, Lun C versus USDT, sweet trade. I like it. I mean, well, I'm not recommending it. Just saying it's got a nice move up. Indicators are beginning to show some positive action, some big volume coming in. It's below the 200 and the 314 here on the 45-minute chart, but Definitely. Luncy gets very, very perky, especially if Bitcoin gets healthy. I'll definitely be watching Luncy. It's riding that 314 moving average. Definitely on the 4-hour chart, if it can challenge and get above that 200 moving average, we could definitely see some nice moves up. Squeeze indicators looking good. Directional index is looking good. It's got some volume coming in this morning here on the 4-hour chart. So Luncy versus USDT, definitely one that I'm watching for a possible move. This is one of those coins that could just boom, throw out some Lambo candles and then sink. But still, one that I'm watching, be a nice little run to catch. Okay, now I'm going to hop over here to this. All right, let's look at some of the secret blockchain education purple list. Let me just look at this. These are all BTC pairs. So CVX. We noticed that to be one of the ones that's doing well today. CVX versus BTC. Let's use a proper chart here. Look at that, broke to 200 and 314, moving up, hit top of the ATR cape, coming back down. Indicators still look good. This one probably has a big volume coming in. Made a move, retracing a little bit. Definitely, like if we were to do a Fibonacci sequence on this one, would not surprise me for coming to a logical bounce point right around the .3 and .5 between there. Let's see what it does. A little bit risky for me right now, but I like what I'm seeing. CVX looking really good against Bitcoin. Let's rock through real quick. Let's just do this. Let's do BNX versus USDT. On Binance, you can also play it on KuCoin. This one's running up really nice. I like what I'm seeing. Just a good looking alt. I think it's probably doesn't got a lot of power right now, but definitely ran up. CVX, which we already looked at, versus USDT. I like the versus USDT chart. Went up, broke the 200 and 314, came down. If this thing could get a bounce off that, find support and bounce back off that 200 in the 45-minute chart, his indicators look pretty good. Massive volume this morning. One to watch. Play CVX as you so desire. As you go and have been in and caught, it's a little bit, I don't know. I'm just not really getting too moved by it right now. Oh, this is an obscure one. XRD versus USDT. You can play it on Gate.io, this, that, Bybit. This is a weird one. How about versus BTC? Where can you play that? Bitfinex, but this one's too obscure. How about XMR? I'm kind of curious about XMR versus USDT. Yeah, it continues to give it back. It tried a little while ago, hitting that 200 moving average on the 45, but couldn't do it. It's jacked, big sell volume. Anyway, market just kind of in general, I'm going to be honest with you, is looking kind of flaccid this morning. I'm not too excited about anything. Ape versus BTC wants to challenge that 200. I like this one pretty good, actually. Green directional index, nice volume this morning. Squeeze indicators looking good. 45-minute chart. It's moving up this morning against all the odds. Wick to the 200, needs to get above it. I'd watch this one definitely. If we can get a nice move, that'd be wonderful. Anyway, CVX versus BTC, definitely one to play, like I say, at your own risk. See how it works for you and your methodology, but I kind of like what I'm seeing. This one could continue. How about an hourly chart for that? How's that looking? Hourly chart, that looks nice. I like what I'm seeing. I'm just going to watch this guy. Hourly chart looks like it might only just be getting started. Let's look at a 4-hour chart here for CVX versus BTC. And it's above the 200 moving average there. And I happen to know it's daily is above too. Massive 4-hour candle there. Squeeze indicator looking good. DI is looking good. ADX is looking good. This one, this might be the Lambo play of the day. One to watch. Use your trading methodology to trade this one, but definitely I could see CVX versus BTC continuing to run this morning. Just throw it out there. It looks kind of good to me. Nice volume came in and pushed it up, and it may continue pushing it up for sure. CVX versus USDT, Binance, Gate.io, Bybit. So you can KuCoin. So you can kind of play this one a lot of places. I do like what I'm seeing here against USDT for CVX. Indicator's not looking too bad. Let's look at a 4-hour chart. Gosh, it might just be getting started. So trade it how you trade it. by your methodology, but CVX versus USDT, CVX versus BTC, definitely a player in the action today in a very, very volatile Bitcoin crypto market. Now, with that said, let's look at a few things. Oh, here's one. I'm going to mention a couple things now for some news. All right. Reporter arrested during Ohio train derailment briefing. Rather interesting, weird story. Why I'm kind of throwing this out here is no, I'm looking at some other stuff here. Where's this one? Where'd this one go? Yes. Some story. This one is rather interesting. I won't play the video because you kind of get in trouble for that. But I will kind of share it and why I'm kind of why this one is important, and I think people should take a look at this. Just this why I think it's market worthy news. I'll share a link to that. Is because there was a chemical spill in Ohio, and it's just massive, and it's just not getting covered. We're talking about looking at all these dumbass balloons. Like we're looking here. This is it. Get the hell out of there. Ohio's apocalyptic chemical disaster rages on. I'm going to share this article from over at Zero Hedge. It's a great summary of stuff. This is powerful stuff. Oh, wow. One of my stops hit this morning. Oh, well, there you go. Fine. I'm back in USDT on one of my trades. Good. Anyway, I'm just sharing this here because I think it's powerful. Research this if you so desire. East Palestine, Ohio, 100 cars derailed, and they had pressurized vinyl chloride. It's super carcinogenic. It's burning. According to many, it's wiping out livestock and stuff in the area. This is massive. This is like absolutely a huge, big deal. This may make some areas like uninhabitable. And of course, it's kind of like crickets in the mainstream news. They're just looking at dumbass balloons and stuff. So anyway, with that said, one to note, just for what it's worth, if you have interest, especially if you live on the East Coast or anywhere here in the U.S., really, this carcinogenic cloud is not going to help anybody. I think it's important business. This guy here, he was just kind of like basically a reporter arrested during Ohio train derailment briefing. I think he kind of, asked some of the wrong questions. This is a big deal. This story, they're wanting this to go away. They really, really are. And anyway, I had some other stories, but they seem to have disappeared. I didn't manage my tabs very well. Here's one for you. Divisive article. This is something interesting. It says, is the red scare going blue? Why it's not, this is stupid saying Democrats. I wish they just kind of had left this alone and just said, mainstream media, suddenly defending McCarthyism, because it's not Democrats. It's got a kind of a retarded bias there. I love Steve Turley, Jonathan Turley, I should say. Good guy. If you're a lefty, you probably don't like him. That's fine. I like him. He's naive on many levels. He sees some things clearly, some things he doesn't. And that's probably why he threw Democrats in there. That's just his bias. It's mainstream media, nothing to do with the political left whatsoever. But this is an important article. I shared it. Why are we now embracing McCarthyism? McCarthy wasn't completely a bad guy, believe it or not. But, he was a power-hungry nutcase who was being handed information. He wrote a Retreat from Victory, a big brick of a book about, basically there being no sides to the war in World War II, and that basically it was just a game of intelligence agencies. And he laid down some serious truths that got obscured later by kind of slander against him, because he did do a lot of dumb things and he harassed people. But if you ever want to check something out, which is absolutely profound, you see it at a used bookstore or something like that, check out Retreat from Victory. This man was being handed info that was very, very powerful, that is only now kind of like coming to light via more modern historians. So anyway, interesting article. I shared it. Why is the mainstream media suddenly saying this guy wasn't such a bad dude? Interesting. I mean, really interesting because they spent ever since World War II, ever since he wrote Retreat from Victory, and ever since he had most of his dumbass trials, I'll admit, but he was demonized because he was a pain in the ass, and he was doing stupid things. He was harassing people, but he also was demonized because he was onto some serious truth. What has changed? What cycle of events is returning once again that ended at World War II, which is now beginning once again? Could they be giving tanks to Ukraine and rolling into the east? Anyway, just saying, everything old might be new again. And as always, Bitcoin truth seekers, I'm glad you're here for the peaceful revolution. This really, really matters. Every Bitcoin Satoshi you own is an absolute bet on the optimistic future for humanity, a sci-fi future, something beautiful. And I almost forgot to mention, I think I did share it in the chat already, in the live chat. I made it a comment over at Bitcoin, over at my YouTube. I didn't put it over at Blockchain Education's YouTube as a comment. I'll put it here one more time. And I'm going to, oh shit, wrong thing. Sorry. Let me get this straight here. Let me get this out of here. Let me grab this. Yes, I think we're in the right spot. You can't see what I'm doing, but I can. So let's just look at this. I thought I'd fire this up. Darn it, it's not working. We're going to make this work somehow. We'll get you out of here on time so you can I don't want you to, darn it, I don't want you to miss the bus. Oh man, I think it's, sorry guys, I lost it. Actually, no, it's up here. Here we go. Show. Okay, we're going to show it here. The Mars Project paperback, October. Let me see if I can grab that link. Come on now. Let me grab that link. Sorry, I know I'm holding y'all up. Well, the link is there. You can click on it. Amazon, this book right here, The Mars Project. And since we're by Werner von Braun, since we're talking about, McCarthy and all these crazy things, Werner von Braun. All right. Yeah, I put the link. Please purchase if you so desire. Paperback $28, hardcover $899. Anyway, people have been telling me about this book, and I really want to get a copy and start looking at it because it's very scientific. It's very fun. It's by von Braun. He was the dude. He was one of the German or whatever you want to call them, rocket scientists who did amazing things. Well, anyway, in this book, supposedly he does talk about, which is like a fictional book with a lot of math in it. He talks about going to Mars, and many people say that was kind of a dream he always had. And in this book, he talks about a character a lot like Elon Musk that he actually calls Elon, I do believe. I still got to read it. If you know about this book, please enlighten me a little bit about it. But supposedly, he kind of tells the Elon story, and that's one of the strange things about the Elon Musk character. He's doing the Twitter thing. We're supposed to trust him. He's kind of supposedly building trust with the people. Supposedly he's a good guy, but I think that, like, if you look at Hollywood, you've got this whole, like, Iron Man is kind of like, he's supposedly like the next Iron Man, you might say. Von Braun wrote about a character that went to Mars. Elon Musk, if you read his book, the autobiography about him, he definitely had a dream about going to Mars. He's been working on that for a long time before he was even a billionaire. I mean, he was totally interested in space and such. So anyway, we got weird cycles that are kind of returning. If you know about this book, let me know. Contact me somehow. Put a comment. I'd love to know more about the details. I'm going to order it and read it because supposedly von Braun talked about an Elon character who's doing what Elon Musk is doing. So anyway, Elon, is he a savior of humanity, or just, I don't know, or I don't personally think so. I think he's a complicated individual. Anyway, with that said, Bitcoin Truth Seeker, sorry if this was a long one. It's Monday. Here's some fun stuff to go check out. Definitely watch out for that fire in Ohio. Keep an eye on that. Don't worry about the stupid ass balloons and things they're shooting down. It's all basically continuity of government that they want to push. It's nonsense. It's bull. Don't believe a dang bit of it. With that said, go forth and be a Bitcoin truth seeker. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your optimism. Thanks for being part of the peaceful revolution. We're going to beat these globalist bastards. And remember, for every single Bitcoin Satoshi you own, you punch an ancient old reptilian globalist overlord writing his scaly things. Take care.